One thing I wanted to say was the more that I speak from my heart and the more that I tell people with no fear and I'm completely genuine about what's coming up in that moment and what wants to be said, you see a shift happen in the person. They kind of scramble. They don't know what do you mean? How are you going to make a living? What are you going to and then they start kind of rethinking things about their own lives because I'm living it. I'm not preaching to them. I'm not trying to change them. I'm doing something and it scares them and it exhilarates them, but it's not happening to them. So they get to experience through me what it might be like, and then they get to decide what to do with those triggers because they're triggers. They're ultimately triggers. Anything that invokes a response, an emotional response, uh, it's a trigger and something that a tool that you could use to look into yourself and be like, what's there? What is it? Instead of, oh, you're camping for a week and you're skipping your flight and you're not, where am I going? Like, why would I go back to Chicago? Why is that home? Because my mom's there? That doesn't make any sense. I'm willing to let go of those things. I'm willing to let go of the real estate. I'm willing to let go of the rugby team, okay? Because even though I had fun then, I don't know what's going to be now. And maybe, just like in Israel, when I first started, it was amazing. I was exhilarated. That's where I was supposed to be. But after a few years, I was just stressed the fuck out. And I was like, I have everything I need. Why am I so, I got, I blamed my romantic relationship was like an excuse, a scapegoat, because it really was essentially bad. But that's because I wasn't happy with myself. And that was just an external thing in my life that is like, and I was like, well, if I had a good partner, if I didn't have this, and I wouldn't be, or if I had my family around, I'm homesick, so I'm not complete. There was always a reason, an external reason, an excuse. But there was a time when it was totally right for me to go to Israel and right for me to work with guide dogs, and it was right for me to be on the rugby team and all those things. And then after I did it a couple of years, life was trying to tell me, okay, that was great. Now here's the next thing. And I didn't, and it took me a while. It took me a while. It took me a long time. And I got sick a bunch of times before I left. I had all these concussions. I had all these weird injuries, like instant back infections when I never had a back problem. Um, you know, so life was trying to tell me, move on, move on. And so now I'm using that experience and saying, looking at the rugby experience I had here in Chicago and being like, oh, well, that was really good though. Don't you remember when da 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 da? Yeah, I get it. But that was then and this is now. And the greatest calling of now is stay in California, right? And maybe that will lead to something even bigger that you can't see, but you're going to have to trust first. Fuck. That was like, I feel like I just got scolded.